So I couldn't quite hear what you said, but I'm hoping you said you plugged it in here. So if we want to know how many grams per mole a solution, compound is, we just have to know for any particular mass how many moles there are. It's always the ratio. So in this case, we know how many grams it is, and we just solved how many moles of solute are in that. And so if we find that ratio of 0.250 grams of solute per every 2.84 times 10 to the negative third moles of solute, what did you find once you found that ratio? What was the numeric value of that? Does that match with any of the unknowns? Okay. So by pretty close, if you think about dissolving a little bit of something into solution and then trying to find the boiling point, it's going to be really hard to be more precise than this and the last values that we had. So whenever you're doing these calculations, I want you thinking about how close is it? Experimentally, is it going to be close? And the last one, honestly, if we had done the calculations with backwards, doing the calculations from the molecular weight, we would have had a value pretty close to 0.361. What's that? Wah. Okay, so I was just saying with the last problem with the osmotic pressure, if we had only calculated with answer A, we would have found a numeric value that was fairly close to what actually was reported, and we would just have to know how close is close enough. So usually you have to check the other ones as well if it's super close. But by doing the approach that we just heard, we get a pretty clear answer that the molar mass is very, very, very close. Is it super digi? Alright. What? Still too digi? Okay. That's not good. Any clearer right now? Are we still? Okay. So let's spend the last couple minutes of class with me talking, since it's obviously so clear. No, but seriously, let's see if I can do this. At the end of this slideshow, I have a number of practice problems. So if you feel like, okay, I kind of get it, but I want to practice some more on my own, there's some problems here. There's multiple of them. Some of them, these are actually the same ones, I think, that were on the end of the slides from last class. But the ones from the last class actually have some of them have answers animated in between. So if you look at the last slide set, please make sure that you put it in PowerPoint presentation mode, or use the slide that doesn't have the answers, because hidden behind that is a slide that has how to do the problem. Let's go back to here. So basically, if you feel that you can do these things, if you can determine the identity of an unknown by finding its molar mass or using the molar mass, then you are pretty well set up for the exam, because that means you not only know how to use colligative properties, but it also means that, or find colligative properties, you know how to use them to answer questions. So I guess, let me see if I can pull up, I don't know where the screen went. Zoom screen. Are there any questions remaining on this material or for the upcoming exam. And I'm going to try stop sharing so I can see y'all. Any questions? Okay, so wait, can I have everyone's attention for one more second before I let you all go? So a big thing I want you to keep in mind is that we have all the study sessions tomorrow and Wednesday. We have the practice problems on the end of the slides. And I wanted to give a big thanks to Love, Tripti, Diana, Josh, and Humindra for coming and helping me today when I was out of class. So thank you very much. I will be doing the same thing and kind of like being here to answer any questions if there are any on Wednesday during the exam. So I'll be reachable at that time, but I hope it goes very smoothly and you all are feeling confident in the material. Feel free to email me if you have any questions. Have a good night.